Imagine waking up one morning and noticing something off. The clock ticks backward for a second. A stranger calls you by name but swears they've never met you. These moments are rare, but when they happen, they feel like glitches. Could these be signs that what you call reality isn't? Explanation of the concept. This segment introduces the simulation hypothesis, popularized by philosopher Nick Bostrom. It asks, are we living inside a computer simulation created by a more advanced civilization? Just as we create video games and virtual realities, could we ourselves be characters inside one? Using the brain in a thought experiment and analogies like The Sims, this section breaks down how our senses and experiences could be artificially generated, and how we might never know. Exploration of implications. If everything we experience is a simulation, what does that say about free will? About purpose? About suffering and joy? Take a moment to reflect on this. If nothing is real, does that make you more free or less? Transition to the next segment. Of course, before we can fully grasp the weight of that, we must ask, who's running the simulation and why? If we're inside a simulation, someone or something must have designed it. But what kind of being creates entire worlds and populates them with conscious minds? Explanation of the concept. Here we explore the idea of the simulator's advanced post-human entities or alien intelligences capable of producing reality-scale simulations. Drawing from Bostrom's trilemma: 1. Civilizations go extinct. 2. They don't care to simulate. 3. We're almost certainly in one. We discuss the mathematical and technological framework that supports the possibility of world simulations. Examples include our growing AI capabilities and simulated environments, like the Matrix, and even ancient philosophical frameworks like Plato's Cave or Hindu Maya. Exploration of implications. Would such architects be gods? Scientists? Children playing in their digital sandbox? Take a moment to reflect. If your life is just a study or a game, how does that change the way you see yourself? Transition to the next segment. But before we accept a simulated world built by unknown hands, we must ask, how can we know? Or rather, can we ever know at all? What if we could catch the simulation red-handed? Some physicists and philosophers claim there are clues, digital fingerprints of an artificial world hidden in the rules of physics itself. Explanation of the concept. This segment explores evidence and paradoxes that suggest our universe might be a simulation. This includes pixelated reality, Planck length as the smallest measurable unit, quantum strangeness, particles behaving differently when observed, mathematical perfection in nature, such as the Fibonacci sequence and constants like pi and e, the Mandela effect, déjà vu, and repeating prime number patterns. We also explore how modern computer science overlaps with theoretical physics code, and cosmos begin to look eerily similar. Exploration of implications. If our universe has a code, who wrote it and can it be rewritten? Is our perception of randomness just lack of access to the full source code? Take a moment to reflect. What if every coincidence was just a feature, not a bug? Transition to the next segment. As we search for proof, we find ourselves caught in an endless loop. What if the simulation is protecting itself from detection? This leads us to one of the strangest layers of all. What if your reality was not just simulated, but nested inside another simulation, and that one inside another? An infinite loop, spiraling down through layers of virtual existence. Explanation of the concept. Welcome to the idea of recursive simulations. If it's possible to simulate reality, and we do it ourselves, then simulations might eventually simulate other simulations. It's turtles all the way down, drawing on philosophical ideas from René Descartes to Philip K. Dick, and stories like Inception and Rick and Morty. We unpack what it means to lose grip on the base reality and whether such a thing even exists. Exploration of implications. How do you navigate a world where truth is endlessly deferred? If every layer of reality is constructed, does truth matter or just perception? Take a moment to reflect. What if your dream is someone else's waking life? Transition to the next segment. As we descend these digital layers, we begin to ask the ultimate question, not what is the simulation or who made it, but why? For what purpose does this grand illusion exist? In a simulated world full of clues, creators, and layers, we are left with a haunting final question. What is the purpose of it all? Explanation of the concept. This segment explores philosophical and spiritual theories about the reason behind simulated existence. Possibilities include testing grounds for AI or consciousness, moral simulations to explore ethics, entertainment for hyperbeings, spiritual reincarnation, where each simulation is a step toward enlightenment, a closed feedback loop where reality evolves from the inside to understand itself. We explore both nihilistic and optimistic views. Some believe simulation strips life of meaning. Others argue it creates the opportunity to choose our own. Exploration of implications. If the point of the simulation is self-awareness, then every question you ask moves you closer to its truth. Or maybe to its end. Take a moment to reflect. Is the purpose of the simulation to awaken the simulator within you? Transition to close. And so, we reach the final level not of the simulation, but of perception. Let this question linger as you drift off. What if waking up is just logging out?